Knowledge is a currency that never loses its value, and education is the light that multiplies it. Just as light dispels darkness, financial literacy empowers minds, paving the way for a secure and independent future. We will now have the ceremonial lighting of the lamp, a symbol of wisdom, growth, and enlightenment. Can we have a loud round of tapping it? Yeah. Diego Rescue, Eager, AMC Temp, and a few of the students. Wow, what a wonderful reminder of why we are all gathered here today. That is to ignite young minds with the knowledge that will serve them for a lifetime. Carrying forward this mission, we now have with us someone who truly understands the art. Mr. Amit Grover is the national lead. He helped the firm training and development initiative. Previously, serving as an assistant vice president. He is highly respected for his expertise in financial well-being, coaching, Rover also holds an MBA and is a CMA Level 3 candidate, a testament to his dedication to learning and excellence. Sir, please join me. Please join me in welcoming Mr. Amit Grover, sir, for an engaging session. Smart Money Kids. Sir, the stage is all yours.
Good evening. Okay, I've been told I've got to be 7 minutes, so I'll make it very fast. I'm super excited to talk to you. It's as if I'm talking to my son who is 30 years old. And honestly, when I teach it, so I teach in maths, science, physics, chemistry, and I teaches languages because I'm not good in languages. But the beauty is when I look at his curriculum, possibly all subjects are being taught to kids. Today's kids are also learning AI, ChatGPT and stuff like that, which is good. But the most important subject, which is called as money, personal finance, investing, unfortunately, is not part of the school curriculum. And I personally believe that this subject students should learn from a very young age. A lot of you might think, why at this age? Why maybe at 40, 50, when we start earning, or maybe at 30, 35, we think about money. That's wrong. The biggest investor in the entire world, anyone knows the name of that investor? Anyone? Warren Buffett. Please Google his name and you'll learn a lot about him. He started investing at the age of 11. So if you're thinking that you're quite young, think about Warren Buffett. He started investing at the age of 11. And right now he's 90 years old. And once he was asked, do you have any regret in life? He said, yes, I have one regret in life. I wish I had started investing early. And the most important thing which we all of us understand, that we have to be money wise. A lot of people think that money is only for adults. That's wrong. I personally believe children are in the right age to understand about money because your brains have not got corrupted till now. And that's why understanding these principles are extremely important. To have an amazing relationship with money, 5 things are very important. Please listen to it very carefully. Just take care of these 5 things and you have an amazing relationship. First, earn a lot of money. always think about earning a lot of money, have amazing education, and when you grow up, earn a lot of money. That's first. Second, earning money is not sufficient. A lot of people find it extremely difficult to save money. I'll give you an example. If you get tired after a session today, I'm sure 3 of you might have YouTube. Watch a video called as Marshmallow Experiment. This whose age was exactly your age, between 8 to 13 years old. Marshmallow is something which is very sweet. It was kept in front of children, and the kids were told, wait for 15 minutes and you will get 2 marshmallows. Let's say we do this experiment over here. Something sweet is kept in front of you. The teacher tells you, wait for 15 minutes, you will get 2. In this experiment, he thought, oh God, what's happening with these kids? So he did this experiment across the world, and surprisingly, most students were not able to wait for 15 minutes. Now let's say, how is that possible? The reason why it's difficult, because thinking about the future is very difficult. Everybody wants to enjoy right now. And that's why the second thing in life is, first is earning, second is saving money. But saving in isolation has no meaning. Why it has no meaning? Because when I look at my fees, my school fees and my son's school fees, you know what's the difference? 100 times. My school fees and my son's school fees the difference is 100 times. And you know why the difference is so high? Anyone can raise up and give the answer? Yes? Inflation. Very basic thing. It is called as inflation or महंगाई in Hindi. The beauty is, for defeating inflation, we have to do the third thing, which is called as investment. What is investment? A very simple thought. The beauty is, there are so many companies. How many of you have heard about Reliance Industries, HDFC Bank, ICICI, Kotak, DMart, Sun Pharma, Maruti, all these companies? The beauty is, as the country is growing, these companies are doing well. And as the companies are doing well, because India is a growing economy, the companies are doing well. What is investing? You have to invest in good companies, but the better way of investing is through mutual funds. Third thing, invest your money. Fourth thing, you need to also know how to enjoy that money. Otherwise, making money has no much value. You need to enjoy that money, how your parents are investing that money for your education, for life. Learn to enjoy money. And last but not the least, whatever money you have, you need to be happy and satisfied with that. So all the 5 things, if you can do well, earn, save, invest. Fourth is enjoy that money in the right fashion and be happy with what you have. You will have an amazing relationship with money. We have built a very unique program which is called as Mission Mars. In Mission Mars, we actually have taught many kids, and I'm sure you can watch those sessions on YouTube. The beauty is, kids go over there in Mission Mars. Water is explained like money, and kids are able to learn all the principles of money. Let me take one principle and let's have a conversation over here. Let's say a simple thought. Let's say you are on Mars. Water is very precious. You get 5 water bottles. Okay, you get water only for 5 days. Okay, it's a 10-day trip. You get water only for 5 days. And you get 2 water bottles every day. How much water will you consume every day? Can anybody raise up an answer and give me? You get 2 water bottles every day for 5 days, and the remaining 5 days, you get no water. How much water will you get consume every day? Anyone? Yes? You? Yeah? 1. And give me the maths, why? 2 divided by 5. 5 into 2 is 10, so 1 water every day. Perfectly fine. Very logical. This is such a basic question. But try a clap. A clap for him, absolutely. But you know what? The answer is beautiful, but tell you where the problem happens. Do a simple analysis of life. Even my life, I can divide it into 3 parts. You did amazing planning. 5 days water, 5 days no water. Let me have 1 water every day. But let me look at my life or your life. The first 25 years of my life, I was studying. My parents made sure that I have my engineering and everything fine. 0 income for me because I was studying. How many years I can work? Only for 25 to 30 years, right? And then the last 25 to 30 years, which is called retirement, again I'll have no income, right? So if I divide my life into 3 parts, first part, no income. Second part, I'll earn. And third part, again I'll have no income. Again, if in case you can stand up. From which age should I start saving and investing? First 25 years, 0 income. Next 25-30 years, only I earn. The last 30 years, no income. But at that time, I'm not earning money, right? Still, I get pocket money, I can invest. But the first thing that you can tell me is that the day I start earning, I should start investing. But you're right. Even I get pocket monies, right? I can still invest that money. This is what we want all the kids to do and learn how to invest your money right from a very young age. The idea is planning for your goals are extremely important. The idea is, yes, please study science, physics, chemistry, maths and learn AI, but also become intelligent when it comes to managing money. And thanks to the mission of Dr. Celso, who has made this possible and is trying his level best to ensure all you kids become money wise and are able to become the future financially independent. Thank you. Happy investing.
Thank you so much, Mr. Amit Grover, sir, for the enlightening and engaging session. I'm sure our young leaders, as well as the teachers present here, will carry these lessons on smart money management them for years to come. Your ability to make financial concepts simple and practical is truly inspiring. Let us have one more loud round of applause for Amit, sir. We now move on to hear from a stalwart in the field of education, someone who has been instrumental in implementing the new educational policy in Goa. Our next speaker, Mr. Chandrakant Shinde, sir, is the State Coordinator, NEP at SCERT Goa. He has played a key role in aligning educational reforms with the vision of preparing students for real-life skills, of which financial literacy is a vital part. His passion for innovation in education and his commitment to student empowerment have made a significant impact in schools across the state. Please join me in welcoming Mr.
I really don't know how do I fit in as a teacher after hearing to Mr. Amit Grover. I was really overwhelmed the way he spoke. But let me congratulate Dr. Celso. Do we know what we call him in Goa? He is our financial doctor. Have you heard of a financial doctor? He is the financial doctor of Goa. Of course, he is a doctor by medical science as well. Well, when I joined SCRT, Government of Goa, I joined it with one mission, 2 vision. Mission is to implement national education policy in really a good manner, implement it in such a way that it should be the example for the rest of the country. And I think we are doing it in Goa, because at NCRT and all the states, they have been calling us to understand the strategies to implement NEP in the other states. 2 mission was to introduce financial literacy at the school level and to create career awareness in our children. And I'm very, very happy to share that my both the visions have come to reality in same day. Today, I'm really overwhelmed to see these kids learning about financial literacy. And the same day in MAPSA, we have career counseling program. In fact, today morning I conducted 2 sessions of 2,600 students. Currently, there are 1,400 students in MAPSA sitting there. I have just told them that I'll be back in half an hour. So I came here, I'll be going back there. So I'm really happy. Today's day is very, very special for me. See, गोंयान आमकां जेन्ना फायनान्शियल लिटरसी केन्ना येता जाणा तुमी, आमी जेन्ना शिकतात, डिग्री घेतली, कामाक लागले आनी लायफ एन्जॉय करतात. पूण जेन्ना गाडी घर घेवपाचो टायम येता किंवा लग्न जावपाचो टायम येता तेन्ना कळटा की अरे सेविंग कांय ना, आमी सेविंग केन्नाच करूंक ना आनी फायनान्शियल लिटरसी वॉज झिरो. The problem in Goa and probably in most of the country is this. Financial literacy is probably one of the most important topic least discussed in schools and colleges. So just mention about Warren Buffett. I was Googling examples in India. I found I think one example of Nikhil Kamath, correct me if I'm wrong, who invested from school level. There was no other example. So when I joined SCRT, we had a scope to have different subjects from school level. So I chose financial literacy, and for last year when we thought and decided to introduce financial literacy from school level, I was looking for a person who can interact and train our teachers of Goa. And I waited for 3 months to find the perfect person who can train our teachers. And then accidentally through some person I met Dr. Celso Fernandez. I requested him whether he can train our teachers so that this subject goes to the school level. I never imagined that response will be so much that Dr. Celso will take it to this level, this subject. Please give him a thundering applause to Dr. Celso Fernandez for taking up this. Because at the government level, we can start something, but we wanted someone to take it ahead. And I really didn't imagine that Dr. Celso will take this program to this extent. I'm really, really happy and proud to see this program here because financial literacy is something very, very important at the school level. I had a regrets, but the youths of my age are all thinking of the same problem. But I think you are getting these subject to learn at the school level and from your teachers as well. And if you see your curriculum, we have made it very, very basic. Next year, we will upgrade it and we will make sure that you will learn in a much better way. We will make sure that the financial literacy comes to 9, 10, 11, 12, all four grades. We have already discussed with the authorities and they have agreed to it. Right? So having said this, I will not take much of your time because I know Dr. Celso is very, very particular about time management. Thank you very much for having me here. God bless you all.
Thank you, Mr. Shinde, sir, for that insightful address and for highlighting how the new education policy is shaping future-ready students. Our vision for integrating life skills into education truly resonates with the purpose of today's program. Let's give him a warm round of applause once again. We now have the privilege of hearing from another stalwart in the field of education and a leader who has touched countless lives over the years, Mrs. Mabel Vazi da Costa, who also happens to be my mother. A visionary educational leader with over 38 years of teaching experiences, including 14 years as headmistress at reputed institutions like St. Xavier's High School, Bailey, and currently at My Progress High School, Newham. Mrs. Mabel currently serves as the president of the Goa Headmasters Association. She has also held the key roles such as Treasurer of the Archdiocesan Board of Education and Vigilance Officer for the Goa Board Examinations. Please join me in welcoming Mrs. Mabel Vazi da Costa to address the gathering.
Thank you, Savira. Excellence is not about being perfect. Excellence is not about gaining names. Excellence is about giving our best and leaving a mark in the lives of others. respected Sir Chandrakant Shinde, who just left the premises, State Coordinator, NAP SCRT Goa, Sir Jignesh Desai, Joint Managing Director, NJ India Investment, Dr. Celso Fernandez, Navya Financial Services, heads of institutions, Reverend sisters, Reverend fathers, teachers, parents, colleagues, and my most beloved students. A very pleasant evening to you all. It gives me great pride to witness today's program, Junior Conclave 2025, celebrating 1,400 young financial stars today. Children, you have truly made it with 1,400. Let's get our hands together for our young financial stars of today. This gathering, thank you. This gathering is not just a formal meeting, but it's a celebration of leadership skills, dedication, and the mission of commitment focusing young minds across our institutions. I am very privileged today as the President of the Goa Headmasters Association supporting Dr. Celso Fernandez for this celebration today. A saying goes, be the reason someone believes in good people. Dr. Celso, Dr. Celso, your visionary commitment has been instrumental in shaping young minds, in particularly our school children, to be the cornerstone of the educational progress. As we all know, Dr. Celso is the author and has framed this new syllabus of the IDA subject, that is the interdisciplinary area, namely Basics of Financial Literacy. I would deeply like to express on behalf of the Goa Headmasters Association our deep gratitude and congratulations to this great man. Dr. Celso deserves a round of applause. Let's get our hands together for Dr. Celso. Yes, thank you for your generous development of our new financial literacy syllabus. Doctor, we are indebted to you. May God's blessings be upon you. Your involvement has been instrumental in elevating the quality of education. Your guidance has helped our teachers, who in turn mentor our students, and you have mentored them to become financially literate. Your expertise has helped us craft a curriculum not only to meet heights of educational standards, but also this reflects the realities of today's financial landscape, which has helped our students with the concept of saving at an early age. This saving style and method learned by our students makes them financially independent at this young age. Dr. Celso, your professional insights drawn from your experience in the financial sector has helped bridge the gap between the textbook knowledge and practical application. Something that is often missing. It has missed out earlier but not now in our secondary school education. Thanks to your input, our students have now access to a curriculum that equips them with essential life skills, encouraging critical thinking and fosters a long-term financial responsibility. School students are thrilled today to join us in this exciting initiative focused on empowering young minds with essential financial knowledge. This enclave is designed to spark curiosity, build financial confidence, and provide practical tools to help money decisions. Who would not want to make money? All of us love the sound of money, isn't it? Yes. Both now and in future. Students are ready to explore, engage, and take charge of this financial journey. We wish you, our beloved students, and the students to continue a long way to go to get this and to receive this financial freedom. Thank you, everyone, and God bless you. My pleasure to being here. God bless you.
Thank you, Mrs. Mabel Da Costa, for this heartfelt and inspiring words. Your dedication to education and your unwavering commitment to empowering students is truly commendable. Let's have a warm round of applause for Mrs. Mabel Da Costa. We now have the privilege to listen to the chief guest of today's event, a leader whose vision extends into empowering individuals through financial knowledge and investment opportunities. Mr. Jignesh Desai sir, he is the co-founder of NJ Group, India's largest mutual fund distributor. He manages 2.70 lakh crores of AUM. He has about 2,400 employees under him, 47,000 distributors, 230 offices. He has also received the Annabil Ratna. He is the trustee of Annabil Sankar Trust, Burad Annabil Samaj, Navsari Management Association, that is the Rotary Eye Hospital, Traffic Education Trust of NJ Foundation. He is the founder director in FIAI India. He is a director in more than 10 companies, working with more than 20 NGOs in health and education. Let us put our hands together for Mr. Jignesh Desai sir.
Hare Krishna, and first of all, thank you Dr. Celso for inviting me for this August gathering today. First of all, NJ is very fortunate to have Dr. Celso in Goa, because the idea of FLAP Junior is of Dr. Celso. So he started the FLAP Junior for us. And as we all know that money is very important, savings is important, investing is important. And I think this is the time to understand the right definition of savings. Usually what we have seen in India is we are good savers. But in particularly for young children and the college going students, their definition of saving is income minus expenditure equal to savings. I think we need to flip this definition, that income minus savings equal to expenditure. This is the most important mantra to learn before you start your journey into investing. In my last 30 years of career with mutual funds, what I learned is start early, invest regularly, invest in right asset class, and invest for long term. I think these four things are very, very critical to create a wealth over a longer period of time. My friend Amit ji has already said the example of Warren Buffett. He started at 11 and today he is at 94. But his major wealth he created after his 65th birthday. So the last leg of your investment journey is very, very important. And friends, I think we all are at right place at a right time. We are very, very bullish on India, the Indian economy, the Indian entrepreneurship. And just to give you an idea, that in 92, the private sector mutual fund entered in India. And before 92, generally we used to invest in bank deposits, postal savings schemes, and the UTI, Unit 64, Unit Master Gain, and Master Plus. 92 onward, till today, I think we are at around 75 lakh crores of industry. And out of 140 crores population, we have only about 5 crore plus polio. I think that's a very unfortunate part, because if you look at the performance track record of last 30 years, it's generated more than 20% plus kind of a return. And I think at this age, to understand the power of compounding is very, very critical. Just to give you a small example, that if you invest 10,000 rupees per month for a period of 30 years, so your investment value is close to around 36 lakhs. And your maturity amount at 7% is close to 1.5 crores. The same investment amount, if you grow at 15%, the value is 7.5 crores. And the same amount, if you are able to grow at 20%, then the value is 23 crores. There is a huge difference in terms of where you invest and how long you invest. I think these are the very, very critical aspect in any investments. I am not saying that you should chase 15 or 20%. What I am trying to say is, I think you should try and beat the inflation and get the real return. I think that is very, very, very critical. And you all are fortunate that Dr. Celso is there with you. I think Goa is the only example in NJ. Dr. Celso also knows about it, that we are doing a lot of financial literacy program out of Goa. Today at FLAP, we have around 43,000 people, those who are registered in our overall financial literacy awareness program. And out of that, around 5,300 are the junior ones. And out of 5,200 junior ones, 80% is thanks to Dr. Celso. So give him a big round of applause. And I think this is the time to say thank you to all schools, the school management, the school trustees, the teacher, the headmaster association, and the Goa Education Board. We at NJ, we are fully committed to Goa. Whatever needs to be done, we are there to support you. And in future, definitely will make a difference in the Goa financial literacy level. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir, for your inspiring words and for sharing the vision behind initiatives like NJ FLAP, which are shaping financially aware and empowered citizens of tomorrow. Your insights have truly added value to today's program. Let's give a big round of applause. It's now time to hear from the powerhouse of this event, the driving force behind Nave Marg and the inspiration behind today's gathering, Dr. Celso Fernandez. Dr. Celso's mission has always been clear: to see every Goan child financially free and empowered to follow their dreams without limitation. His dedication, passion, and relentless efforts have brought his vision to life, making NJ Flap Jr. a reality in schools across Goa. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Dr. Celso Fernandez.
Well, good evening, friends, and especially all my school children gathered over here. In fact, it is a big privilege for me as well as an honor to actually have all these school children gathered over here under one platform, and that is financial literacy. In fact, for me, I feel that financial literacy, like how we say, is the fifth pillar of democracy. But when I started with financial literacy across colleges first, because we started this financial literacy mission in 2017. Right from 2017, we have been going on with colleges. We have done some schools, not much, but then we have found one involvement, one very important thing which is very much lacking in Goa, and that is involvement of parents. So now that we have actually started teaching children in school, we are able to actually touch the parents' hearts to actually start teaching our children about money. Because without parents, we cannot teach any child anything at home or in school. So for that reason, we managed to convince all the schools over here, wherein with the parents' permission, we have introduced financial literacy in their schools. So it was a big celebration for me today. In out of 25 schools present over here, we have actually done this financial literacy, introduced it in 25 schools across Goa, but only 14 have qualified because we had a criteria wherein minimum 50 graduates should pass out from the school. So with that, these are the schools which have more than 50 graduates. In fact, I should say Sharda Mandir hit a double century with 200 score. And the others also, we have many of them, even Our Lady of Lourdes. Our Lady of Lourdes, I was supposed, because especially schools from villages. What has touched me more is schools like when I see Sri Durga school in Parse, where children even speak Konkani, they don't even speak English properly. But even they are the ones who are there. That students from Bali, all the remote areas in Goa, like even Sankalim school, which has come all the way from Sankalim. These remote schools coming for this event is a terrific feeling for me today. So I must say a very big thank you to all of you all present over here, and especially all my dear students who are present over here, because I'm 100% of them will definitely be financially disciplined. That guarantee I can give you, because the follow-up will be there, and these children will definitely learn how to manage money much smarter. But I've just brought a paper so I don't forget whom not to thank anyone, because there are so many people to be thanked for this program. First, I will of course thank all our dignitaries, especially our chief guest, Sir Jignesh Shah, who's come all the way from Surat with his family and many of your friends, especially even the daughter. All of them have come to grace this occasion and say that yes, we are there with you, doctor. You tell me what you want, we are there. Getting such a response from the management is a big achievement for me myself, and that's a motivation to take it forward. So I want to thank you, sir, for all the support, and of course even Neeraj sir, who is not here because both cannot come, but he would have definitely also loved, because he was there for our Flap Junior conclave before. That's when we had it in 2019. So that time he was also there, and he has seen this results over here. Then of course I must say a very big thank you to Sir Amit Grover for taking his time out to come specially to Goa. And the most important is, I must say thank you to Sir Navneet, because it was that one call which I made to Sir Navneet, and he said, we at HDFC are there with you, take the mission forward, you just ask and you shall receive. And that is what the words which Navneet said, but because he was not able to make it, and he said, when I have a better person to explain, let me send Amit sir for the program. And Navneet said, yes, we are there with you. And he, being the chairman of MP, has really taken this in pride. He is also watching it live at present, because he has mentioned it that he is watching it live. So that itself is a big credential for us. Then of course from the Goa State Department of, we had the country coming and expressing. I have Madam Mabel, who is a very close friend of mine also, who is supporting us now, as far as, because she was not at all aware how this financial literacy was included, but now she knows that we have to take it forward to all the students. So besides the dignitaries, we have 14 schools representing here. We have all the headmasters, the headmistresses and principals gathered over here. I must say a very big thank you personally because it is because of your support that I was motivated to take it forward in your school. And I promise you that whatever need is required, your schools, these 14 schools are going to be special for me because y'all are the ones who responded first. Even though we have 490 schools in Goa, the 14 schools which are here today are the ones which are going to be close to my heart, and I will see to it that these students from your school are financially literate. Then we have, of course, all the AMCs. I was myself surprised when I saw 13 AMCs participating with Nave Marg. That itself shows the support, and I will say a very big thank you to all the AMC partners present over here. I can't name all the names are there. There are exactly 13 of them who have actually been a part of this program by helping us by sponsoring this event. So I'm very much thankful to all the AMC's partners present over here. Then of course we have the event management team under Jesus Ricosta. We have the digital marketing team under Arsalan Hussain. Then of course our master of ceremony, Dr. Safira, who has been really close to me in the sense she is ready to help me anytime. And I chose her to be the compare for this seminar because I know that with her presence, the program will definitely go well. So thank you very much, Dr. Safira. Then we have, of course, the entire Nave Marg team, which is now currently serving snacks to everyone. We are a team of almost now 25 people with the team who are all surrounded with all the blue t-shirts. If you see anyone with blue t-shirts, that is the Nave Marg team which actually now serving, because we started the serving of snacks from behind so that there's no commotion in front, and at the end of it we managed to do the things. And of course, last but not the least, I should say the most important is the Almighty who has actually blessed me to actually go ahead and fulfill this mission of spreading financial literacy in Goa. In fact, I feel that through financial literacy, we can corrupt, we can reduce unemployment, as well as we can reduce health problems, that is disease. So these three things can come only if our children learn how to manage money. And actually speaking, it's very, very easy to grow rich in India. Only thing is, you need to know how to do it. So those children who are going to get these trainings will definitely be an asset to their family. And my mission or my vision is all these children should pay their own fees after 12th standard. So their parents need to save for them now in their name so that they can pay their own fees and choose their career after 12th. Just imagine when a child after completing 12 starts paying his own fees. How would you feel as a parent? But for that, parents have to teach the children about money. Otherwise, children will remain dependent on their parents right up till the time they get married, and parents will have to pay everything for them. So would you like your children to be independent, or would you like your children to be financially independent? So that choice the teachers have got. So what we are going to be doing is soon after the follow-up of this, Teachers' Day is coming soon. So for that program, it will be like this. You'll see all the teachers of IDA will be gathered over here. It means now we'll be doing North and South together separately because the distance is quite far. But our Teachers' Day program also will be on the 6th and 7th of September, wherein we will be inviting all the school teachers for a financial literacy conclave on this. Because we know if teachers know it, students can always get it. So we are very much fortunate. So thank you once again. And I hope to see that each and every child present over here becomes financially disciplined and becomes an asset to their parents. Thank you. And Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir, for those powerful words. Two phrases of Dr. Celso that have to be said at every event, and they really touch me. One is, just imagine. He will give you the whole picture of what financial literacy can actually do to us. And the second one is, I can guarantee. He can guarantee it for me, he can guarantee it for you and for each and every student over here. He vouches for us each and every time. Let's have a loud round of applause for Dr. Celso. We will now play the Nave Marg Anthem, a song that reflects our vision, our mission, and the spirit of empowerment that drives us. I request everyone to listen with pride and feel the energy of the message it carries.
We start with a dream big and bright, learning the ways to take flight, saving and investing God's guidance, we'll rise with one. The path may be long, the road may be tough, but we're learning the tools to be strong enough. With patience and wisdom, we'll make it clear and make marks. Our future is near. We have the right, we have the might to fight for freedom day and night. Smart money habits, learn so young. With Neymar's guidance, we'll rise with one. Through savings, investing, we take our stand, building wealth with a solid plan. From small steps now to heights we'll climb. Neymar leads us one step at a time. We have the right, we have the might to fight for freedom day and night. Smart money habits, learn so young. With Neymar's guidance, we'll rise with one. With our mentors' wisdom, we'll break all the chains. At Neymar's, financial freedom remains. We have the right, we have the might to fight for freedom day and night. Smart money habits, learn so young. With Neymar's guidance, we'll rise with one.
And now, the moment we've all been waiting for, the award ceremony. Before that, I have an announcement to make. The NJ Flap Star Competition is live now. So y'all all have to get as many likes, as many comments, as many shares as y'all can, and make sure that y'all confirm yourselves, your school as the winner of this NJ Flap Star Competition. Today, we proudly honor 14 outstanding schools whose dedication, leadership, and teamwork have made NJ Flap Junior a success story worth celebrating. Each school will be called one by one. Here's how the ceremony will proceed. When your school's name is announced, the headmaster or headmistress or principal, along with accompanying teachers, will come up on stage to receive the certificate. The students of that school are requested to gather here below for the group photograph with their school team. This event will conclude after the last school is honored. I request Dr. Celso to escort our dignitaries, Chief Guest Mr. Jignesh Desai, Mr. Amit Grover, and Mrs. Mabel Vazi da Costa to the dais for the presentation. The first school to receive the award will be St. John of the Cross High School, Sankili. Requesting Headmaster Mr. Sunil Thomas, Assistant Headmaster Mr. Ronnie Fernandez, along with the teachers Mr. Sahil Subhash Pradhan, Mrs. Marias Culasso, to join me on the dais. Also calling all the students of St. John of the Cross High School, Sankili, to please come forward. Requesting the chief guest, Mr. Jignesh Desai sir, to present the certificate. requesting the chief guest to present the school with their certificate. Let's hear it for Sri Durga English High School, Pasay. I request PFC Government High School, Bali to Kikiri. Let's clap for St. Bartholomew's High School, Sharao.